Hey, welcome to Zync. Zync is a Google-backed interactive event platform that lets you run engaging interactive events and then automatically generates video clips from that for your content marketing. So if you are running a webinar or another type of marketing event, this is sort of the new normal that you're seeing right now. You have a large target audience. This could be tens of thousands of people who are interested in a topic that you want to talk about in your event and also are interested in your product in general. And you invite them to attend your event. Maybe a few hundreds or 1,000 people register for this event and barely 100 people show up to this event. And that 100 number is just going down every time you run an event. The reason for this is because these attendees of the event are given the feeling that they are passive video watchers when they're coming into your event. So which means they have committed to attend your event, but which means that they are demanding to be engaged, to be involved, to be inspired and entertained, but all they are getting is a passive video watching ability in your event. And so they are thinking about being a no-show for your next event. And then you have this large target audience who don't have the time to attend your event, and they definitely don't have the time to watch your 60-minute Zoom video recording of your event. And so they are interested in the topic, but they are largely underserved. So here is the approach that we want to take with Zync. Events that are run on Zync automatically put the attendees in the spotlight, which means that they are given the center stage in many occasions. And so they feel seen, they feel heard, and they feel like they are part of the event, which means they are moved from being passive observers to active, driven, and interactive participants, but then also they are going to be co-creators of authentic video content for you. They're creating these magic moments in your event, and Zync automatically captures these moments, and you can use them to engage your large target audience using bite-sized video clips through social media, your website, your newsletter, and all other marketing channels. So, which means to say that Zync sets up this event content flywheel where you run these engaging events, automatically generate content, and use that to drive more people towards your event, setting up this flywheel that's generating leads to your brand and your product. Let me show you how this looks. To start with, this is how it feels when you are running an interactive event. I'm going to add a few more bots over here to show how this feels. These are bots, not real people. Again, when you're hosting an event like this, you are a stamp-sized video in a grid of videos. People joining this event feel like, I just joined my morning stand-up meeting over here. You want to give them the feeling that you're standing in front of this big ballroom inviting people to an event, but instead people feel like they're entering their office conference room to attend an event. First 5 minutes, they're already zoned out, thinking about opening Twitter on the side and browsing YouTube on the side. And then maybe when you are presenting content over here, you are automatically relegated to be on the sidelines. You're just far away from your material. Your audience feel like they are invisible because literally they are not visible to you. You don't even know if they are listening or they are even present. You probably asked for a moderator sidekick to monitor chat, and the 2023 and the biggest interactive element that you're using is asking people to type something on chat. This is a far cry from what an event should feel like. To contrast that, this is how it feels when somebody enters a Zync event. They see you front and center, giving them a warm welcome. They are getting a few seconds in their spotlight. Hey, look, come on in, take a seat. And they see your logo, your brand, what this webinar is about. They see that there's about 3.5 minutes left in this time over here. And they also see that there's this small mini game that's going on, just kind of rewarding them to be on the leaderboard, feel connected with other people who came in early to be part of your event. They feel like they're entering a show that's uniquely catered for this, and they're not entering their morning stand-up meeting. And then after you get to a quorum, you sort of seamlessly transition into something that looks like this. Again, you are front and center with your material. Everything about this can be customized for what you want to say over here. Your font, your colors, your text, images, and all other information can be customized. And you have several tools at your disposal to make this not just a bland presentation, but interactive storytelling, like a sound effect, or you play some music in the backdrop for what you want to do. And the audience are also not just mute spectators. They have many ways in which they can interact. For instance, they can react to what you're saying over here, giving this feeling that you are watching this with an audience over here. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are 25 or more interactive elements that you can use to engage your audience. And here's another example where you just seamlessly ask them and solicit their opinion, and they can enter that right inside over here where it says type here, and they are typing what's top of mind for them. Maybe it's marketing, maybe it's sales or hiring. Hundreds of people sharing their opinions in a very easy way over here. And in one moment, you're capturing all of that in this sort of delightful word cloud. This is what we call as micro interaction, moves people from being passive observers to actively involved participants. But you also notice that this moment with all these videos, that prompt and this word cloud makes for a really good video clip that you can use to share towards your social media, and Zync automatically captures that. And this is not just for word cloud. There are so many other interactive options like polls, games, quizzes, post-it boards, and so many different ways in which you can engage your audience. Another one that is a very staple of webinars that you see is a way for you to run a Q&A. Again, here you put the person answering the question, maybe persons answering the question in the center, and you design in such a way that like there's many ways in which people can ask their questions. You want the highly enthusiastic person to raise their hand, and they want to come up on stage and they want to ask a question. And obviously, this would be ideal if everybody would be open to doing that. But in reality, most people are not going to unmute their microphone and ask a question. And so you give them different ways in which they can interact. For example, they can type their question right inside over here, and they can submit that question, which shows up in this list. Or maybe they wanted to ask a vulnerable question that they don't want to ask with their name attached, so they can ask anonymously. Or maybe some of them are just interested in looking at other questions and upvoting that question. So you, as a moderator, allow for people, many different types of people, to bring their questions, and you don't need a sidekick to like monitor chat and like surface the right questions. You are seeing them right over here, can sort them by like the most upvoted, and take the question, which means you anchor the question right in center over here, and you answer the question. Each question that's being asked becomes a short video clip. So now imagine using that towards your social media, your website, your testimonials, your email newsletters, or your SEO, and the possibilities of creating video clips is endless when you think about designing these experiences. Again, these are snapshots of different things that you would typically do in a webinar, but these are not restricted to just webinars. I'm just going to seamlessly move now from what was a webinar to something that is a one-on-one interview. I just moved us to a different scene, and this, you can notice how it is as easy as moving through slides in a slide deck. So I can interview someone over here and anchor the question and use this template over here. And we have a library of several different scenes, from talk shows to game shows to round tables to panel interviews, and you can use them to design your event however you want. And then when an event is over, we automatically generate a content kit. This is our secret sauce. We're looking at hundreds of signals of what happened at the event, from where people raised their hands, where people reacted, where people laughed the most. And we generate these, our AI generates these highlight clips of the most shareable moments that happened during this event. Our generative AI is using that video clips and the transcript that came from that to create marketing assets like your Twitter posts and LinkedIn posts that you can directly export out of this and use it towards your market campaign. So now a 60-minute event that you run can easily generate so many video clips and so many marketing assets to fill 2 weeks of your content calendar. Now imagine doing the same thing by having a bunch of event coordinators coordinate, design your event, and then like hiring, training video editors to cut and chop your event to generate this, and collaborate with like your content marketing team and doing all of these things. Now you have Zync sort of managing all of this end to end, from what happens before the event to what happens during the event and what happens after the event in one single platform. I'm happy to tell you more about how Zync saves you time, money, effort before, during, after event, as well as like the pricing and how to get started on this. You can contact me at arjun@zync.ai or visit our website at zync.ai. Thank you.